You're lying in bed. Maybe it's been a long day. Maybe you just drifted off to sleep. Then snap. Your calf locks up. The pain is so sudden, so sharp. It feels like you've been electrocuted. You sit up. Try to stretch. Try to breathe. Try anything to make it stop. This isn't just an occasional annoyance. For some people, leg cramps are a daily or nightly struggle. But what if I told you there are 3 foods that can make these cramps vanish, not overnight, but naturally, consistently, and powerfully? You don't need pills. You don't need gimmicks. What you need are 3 foods. 3 real, whole foods that have been shown to replenish the very minerals and nutrients your muscles crave when they spasm and seize. Stick around, because you don't want to miss these life-changing foods. Before we begin, let me know where you're listening from and how old you are. Let's dive deep. Not just what these foods are, but why they work, how to eat them, and the science-backed reason they're so effective. First up, avocado. This might be one of the most complete muscle-supporting foods on the planet. When people think of avocados, they usually think about heart health, weight management, or those trendy Instagram breakfast bowls. But what almost no one talks about is how incredible avocados are for muscle function, especially for preventing and reducing leg cramps. One medium avocado contains about 700 milligrams of potassium. That's roughly 50% more than a banana. And while bananas are great, they don't come close to the full nutrient profile of an avocado. Here's why potassium is crucial. When your muscles contract and relax, they rely on a delicate electrical balance between sodium and potassium. If you're low on potassium, which most people are, your muscles don't relax properly. That leads to cramping. But avocados do more than supply potassium. They're rich in magnesium, a mineral involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body, and one of the most important for nerve and muscle relaxation. Now here's something most people overlook. Magnesium helps your body manage calcium. Too much calcium inside muscle cells makes them overexcite. They lock up. That's the root of many cramps. Magnesium pushes calcium out, resets the electrical balance, and calms the nerve impulses. Without enough magnesium, even normal calcium levels can become a problem. And guess what? Avocados provide both magnesium and the healthy fats that improve absorption of fat-soluble nutrients like vitamin D, which you also need for muscle function. There's also a lesser-known benefit. Avocados contain vitamin B6, a nutrient that helps your body use magnesium effectively. So it's not just about having the minerals. It's about helping your body absorb and apply them properly. But there's more. Avocados are anti-inflammatory. The monounsaturated fats help reduce oxidative stress in muscle tissue, especially after exercise or long periods of tension. If you've been pushing yourself physically, whether in the gym, at work, or just on your feet all day, this inflammation can compound and lead to more frequent cramps. Avocados help put out that fire. You don't have to overthink it. Add half an avocado to breakfast. Mash it with lemon and salt as a dip. Make a smoothie with spinach, cacao, avocado, and banana, a powerhouse combo for muscle recovery. And if you want to take it to the next level, sprinkle on a bit of sea salt. That tiny addition gives you a trace of sodium, the other half of the potassium equation. Now let's move to one of the most underrated anti-cramp foods, sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are often lumped into the healthy carb category, but they're far more than that. When it comes to muscle health, sweet potatoes are basically nature's electrolyte multivitamin. They provide potassium. One medium-baked sweet potato gives you over 500 milligrams. Not bad. But that's just the start. They also give you magnesium, around 30 milligrams per serving, and calcium, which works in tandem with magnesium to regulate muscle contractions. Sweet potatoes contain a healthy balance of slow-digesting carbohydrates and fiber. That means they fuel your body over time, preventing energy crashes and keeping your blood sugar stable. Why does that matter for cramps? Because when your blood sugar crashes, cortisol spikes, and cortisol interferes with electrolyte balance. You end up flushing out sodium, potassium, and magnesium. Sweet potatoes help buffer this by keeping your energy steady and your hormones balanced. But there's something else. Sweet potatoes are loaded with beta-carotene, which your body turns into vitamin A. Vitamin A is a powerful antioxidant that reduces systemic inflammation, and inflammation is often a hidden driver behind chronic muscle tightness, soreness, and cramping. Some athletic coaches now recommend sweet potatoes before and after high-endurance activities. Why? because they deliver energy and minerals and anti-inflammatory compounds all in one food, and they do it without spiking insulin or causing that dreaded crash that so many athletes experience after processed carbs. Now here's a trick: bake them, drizzle with olive oil, and add a sprinkle of cinnamon and sea salt. The olive oil helps you absorb the fat-soluble vitamins. The salt replaces sodium lost in sweat. And the cinnamon? It improves insulin sensitivity, helping your muscles pull in glucose more effectively. That's a game changer for recovery. You can also try sweet potato pancakes made with eggs and oats, sweet potato and black bean bowls, or roasted wedges alongside salmon for a mineral-packed dinner. And now we come to the third food. Small, crunchy, and absolutely loaded with muscle-healing nutrients. Pumpkin seeds. Just 1 ounce, about a small handful, contains roughly 170 milligrams of magnesium. That's nearly half of what most adults need in a day. Magnesium is a more common deficiency in developed countries and one of the least recognized causes of leg cramps. Without enough magnesium, your muscles can't relax properly. You may fall asleep, but your nervous system stays on edge. That's why cramps often strike in the middle of the night. But the magic of pumpkin seeds isn't just their magnesium. They also contain zinc, iron, healthy fats, and a powerful amino acid called tryptophan, which helps your body make serotonin and melatonin. That means better sleep quality, deeper muscle repair, and a calmer nervous system overall. Pumpkin seeds are also anti-inflammatory. They contain plant-based omega-3 south and antioxidants that reduce oxidative stress, especially useful if your cramps are triggered by exercise, overuse, or stress. And unlike supplements, the magnesium in pumpkin seeds is paired with fat, fiber, and other nutrients that enhance absorption. This makes it more bioavailable, meaning your body actually uses it, instead of just flushing it out. One more thing. Pumpkin seeds contain phytosterols, plant compounds that reduce cholesterol and inflammation. There's a reason people who eat seeds regularly tend to have fewer chronic aches and pains. You can toast them with spices like turmeric and paprika. Add them to trail mix, stir them into yogurt or oatmeal, or blend them into seed butter. And if you want a bedtime cramp-fighting snack, try a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds, a piece of dark chocolate, and a few tart cherries. That combo gives you magnesium, antioxidants, and melatonin precursors. Everything your muscles and nervous system need to reset overnight. So let's wrap this up with what really matters. Leg cramps aren't random. They're your body sending you a clear message. A warning sign, a request. It's asking for help, specifically for the minerals and nutrients it needs to restore balance. Avocados calm and nourish your nerves with potassium, magnesium, and healthy fats. Sweet potatoes rebuild and fuel your muscles with steady carbs and anti-inflammatory compounds. Pumpkin seeds fill in the magnesium gap most people don't even know they have, and bring your nervous system the calm it desperately needs. This isn't about hacks. It's not about magic. It's about consistency. If you start feeding your body these real foods regularly, not once a week, but daily, you will notice the difference. Less tension, less twitching, fewer sleepless nights, and eventually, no more cramps. You don't have to live in fear of pain. You just have to listen to what your body's asking for. And now, you know how to give it exactly that. And if this helped, hit subscribe. We're bringing real wellness, real science, and real food every single week.